Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to the 90 Days to Travel Bold. Guys, thanks ever so much for your support yesterday. Your comment messages really touched me. Um, so I'm quickly leaving a message here. I'm live. Don't come in my room, in my office, to my family. So no one comes here while I'm live. Anyway, so yesterday I spoke about that need to be alone, to do life alone for a while. That calling that I have. Today, I'm talking about something that a lady left a message on a comment, not even under the video yesterday, but a while back. And I thought that was the right time to talk about it. I will put a message on the screen. A message was saying, her name is Maria F. She said, a topic that I want to see more, especially for older women, is co living. You travel abroad. I was in a co-living situation in England years ago, so I thought that was the good topic to talk about today, because a lot of women over 50, over 60 live alone. There's either because they're widows, divorced, or like me wanting to be alone for a while, and sometimes financial keeps up from doing it. And it's true that in England, co-living space is very common, but mainly for the student. There's a lot of student accommodation. It's a house that's shared by many people. Even my house where I am here, because I have 5 bedrooms. When we traveled to Dubai, Bahrain, and all of that, we had the house rented by many people, because renting a house like this one costing you over almost £2,000 per month, you need to be many people to rent it. Otherwise, it's expensive. So that's what I want to talk to you about today, guys. The co-living situation. I don't know if that's something for you. So someone shared that idea, so I thought I'll share that with you as well. Okay, sharing a home, is sharing your cost, but it's still having your own space. And I thought, well, this actually makes a lot of sense, right? Um, and for me, who is from African origin, uh, living together in community is something that I know very well, because in Africa, the multi generational living is something that's so common, so normal. People live together, right? And you will see that as well in a lot of Asian country, or the so-called developing countries, right? We have that. It's not even because of course, it's because it's just a way of living with other people. Okay. At the end, I will share with you the 10 benefit of not living by yourself, and living in a co-living space. So yeah, that's the talk today. Um, More women over 50 are living alone. When I was doing the research, by choice, as I say, or life circumstances, divorce, you know, widowhood, and starting over in life can be expensive. And when I was researching for myself, what can I do? And yesterday I talked to you about doing house sit as an option to have less um less money to spend and be able to live more. Because if all your money goes into a rent, well, you're not living. Okay, then you're going back to the 9 to 5 grind, where you're working to pay bills but you're not living. So that could be an option. Maybe not for everyone, um, especially if you want freedom, and or even travel like I do, right? So the idea of the co-living situation is, instead of struggling alone, what if we rethink how we live? And when I was researching this one, guys, I've seen so many people here on YouTube. There's a lady that I love on YouTube, been following her for over 10 years. It's M Channel. That's the name of the channel. It's M Channel. I will put that in the description. And she's living with a mom and a husband, and the three of them have been living, I don't know, as long as I remember, her and a mom and partner, they all been living in the same house. So there's a lot of people today who, even in the West, in Europe, who decide to live multi-generational because life is expensive. So and yeah, so co-sharing a house could be an option. Maybe not for everyone. You know, living with like-minded people. I've seen that for my daughter when she moved for university. She's very how wise. My daughter, when she moved, she didn't just put an ad to say I'm looking for how do you call them, co people living. Okay, she said exactly what she wanted. She wanted people who have the same mindset, who has the same interest. And to this day, she left university, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago now. She's still friends with these people, right? She created a community. And when I went to visit her at university, that's what I felt, that you really had people that were happy to live together. So you have a community of like-minded people. You're building a small community, and not just to save money, but to live better, right? Because you share everything, the food. If you have internet, it's shared. What if Netflix is shared? Everything. So life is more enjoyable. You have more money left at the end of the month, right? To enjoy and do the things that you want to do. So, and I couldn't find a channel, specific channel talking about that. So I will put a few channel that I find in the description. The one that I've seen that spoke about it a little bit, uh, it's 60 and Me. It's a lady over 60 who spoke about it. She said it's not for her, especially, but it could be really a good option for many women, and I agree with her. Um, so I don't think it's something that I personally would want to do, uh, but if it's just for a moment, for a few months, even a year, why not? Because it's a way to save costs. That's what we do already when you go to hostels, right? You share your living space, right? And there's nothing wrong with sharing like a kitchen or a lounge, as long as you have your own bathroom and toilet, your own bathroom inside your room. So yes, so I couldn't find a specific channel, but 60 and Me speaks about it. But if you type co-living arrangement, on YouTube, you'll find many people talking about it, but I couldn't pinpoint one channel especially that speaks about that. um what I love about it is that it's not about saving money. It was about living with intention, having connections, right? What we really need. It's not. It doesn't mean that living alone, it's lonely. It's more that we human being, right? We are creature of how do you say that? We need companionship, right? And companionship, what we need to understand, that can look differently, right? It's not only husband, partners, etc. Your friends are also companionships. So having to share with people that think like you, who have the same interests, etc., this is companionship, and it's a great way to you know live life and not be alone. So Andy, actually, it really helped creating a lifestyle that actually supports you, because I've seen that for my mom uh, before passing away. We were living in Europe, she was in Africa, but she had a whole support system around her, because that's how in Africa we live. You don't live alone, you live with community. So if she needed somebody to take her to the hospital, to buy medicine for her, etc., there was always people around to help, right? And this and it's really important today, to have a support system around you, to have a community. So um this is something that I'm starting to think about, right? And because yes, I said yesterday I want space, but what I'm very lucky about is that my retirement, I know when I'm tired and I can't travel anymore and I actually want to settle, I know I will move back to Africa at some point. And in Africa, that's what we know. We live together, and I always wanted to help children. And I worked with a lot of orphanage when I lived in Africa. And so that's a way for me to open my house to teenagers, to people, right, to who need a space to live. And that has been a big project of me. I always wanted to adopt children, but I couldn't do it for some reasons. But uh, once I'm like settled, that I don't need to jump on planes all the time anymore, I would love to have a house in Africa big enough. I already have one where I, give a home to teenagers, to maybe young moms, to somebody needing a place in Africa. And I know there's always someone who is in need of support, transitioning from one place to another and need help. So that would be a way for me to help and give back as well. And also, I don't believe we meant to do life alone at all. Um, so maybe there's a balance there. I think we need community. It doesn't have to look like being married and having a partner or whatever. It can look so many different ways. So, and this is why during those 90 days to travel bold, we're not just going to talk about travel, as I said yesterday for this second part. Uh, um, it's about finding new ways to live smarter, freer, okay, more aligned with who we are. And so, yeah, I'm curious, guys. Tell me, uh, would you ever consider a co-living arrangement? Personally, in Europe, maybe not. Um, but I know that this is something that when you live in Africa, because life is built that way, and you actually need help for a lot of things. It's something that definitely is in my future because we do live in community. So let me give you the 10 ideas. I did ask the AI, tell me what are 10 ideas of the 10 benefit of the co-living situation. And it's lowering living costs, which is so true. Okay, everything is so expensive, inflation, a lot is happening in the world. So yeah, like petrol, creeping up at the moment. um Companionship, we believe that companionship is only uh, being in a marriage or living with a partner, right? It can be just having friends, living with girlfriends and like-minded people. Number three is emotional support, because when you live in a community, you're never alone. Even when you live with your own family, I'm here with my husband and my two adult daughters. There's instant emotional support. When I feel bad about something at work, or one of my YouTube channel is not or doing performing, or a video is not performing at all, I can share with one of my family member, right? And I have instant emotional support. And he will do the same if you're living with other ladies. Uh, Safer living environment. This is true because, safety in number, as we say, right? And also, you're not alone 24/7. So there's a peace of mind. As you're aging, you're more fragile, risk of falling or something, or if you're sick, there's somebody there that can help you, call the ambulance for you, or etc. Cater for you, help you. Freedom to travel, that's me, right? So when I do trusted house sitter, why? Because these people want to travel and they don't want to leave their pets alone, right? And they don't want to, or some people will even let people in the house because they're afraid of somebody breaking in while they're abroad. So when you live in a co-living space, you don't have that worry, because it's rare that all of you will decide to go at the same time. It could happen that you decide to travel as friends, yes, but that's a way where there's less stress, okay, of your home being empty, And so you can live, on your trips knowing that, well, somebody is there and it's going to look after the house for you. Shared responsibilities, very important today's. Cleaning, cooking, doing errand, and all of that. Everything becomes so much lighter. Okay. Um, Seven is real conversation, right? I like talking to myself, but like talking to other people is cool too, right? So, meaningful chat, shared experiences, learning from each other. Okay. Um, Number eight, new sense of purpose. Okay. So, what is the new sense of purpose? Is like living in a community can feel like living, being alive again. You're part of something, not just existing. I know people that can't live by themselves. Like my eldest daughter is somebody that is love having people around us. As I rather be by myself most of the time and go with the people when I want to be with people. So for some people, that's definitely a plus. Number nine is easier life transitions. Okay. It's like when you're transiting from like a divorce, a loss, a big change, having people around you can ease that for you. So, and you design your lifestyle. I love that because, yes, um, so that's the best part for me. You choose who you live with, where and how. So yeah, it's creating a smarter way of living, I think. Right. And it's not always about, feeling alone, feeling um, unsafe, or about, but it's about having people around you who understand where you are in life, sorry, where you are in life, and share the same value. So yeah, guys, tell me in the comment what you think about that. Would you ever consider co-living and sharing a home with other women, or living alone um, is your priority? For me, until I move back to Africa, maybe I'm thinking like of around my 60s, once I've done my round the world tour, right? Because my goal is to go around the world. Uh, yes, I will definitely live in a co-living space because, as I say, this is our culture. And yeah, so guys, I understand today is bank holiday. I hope you guys are enjoying your time today. Um, and had an amazing Easter. I'm just checking something. Uh, Give me 2 seconds. Right. Okay. Yeah. So, guys, have a fantastic Easter. Okay. Enjoy your bank holiday with family. I was just checking that there was a message, and have fun. Don't know if you guys have left a message, guys, because sometimes I can't see any messages on here. So anyway, have fun, and I see you on Monday, because tomorrow I'm talking about a lady who's helping people to exit. Tomorrow I'm coming back to my normal tea with Jays at 3 p.m. UK time. And I know a lot of you would be celebrating with family. But if you have time, if you are home, come and join us at 3 p.m. I'm going to be talking to Miriam, who's helping women to exit the life they don't want anymore. Maybe working at a job that doesn't deserve you. Maybe being in a marriage that does not that you don't want to be in anymore. Maybe a friendship that's toxic, or a family. So that's what we're going to talk about, and I think it's a great link to what I've been talking for these last 2 days. All right, friend, have an amazing Easter for those of you who celebrate, or even if it's just having an excuse to eat chocolate, right? Whether you celebrate or not. And I see you on tomorrow 3 p.m. and on Monday morning 7 p.m. for our 90 days to travel bold chat. All right. Take care, friends.